social welfare and growth. I also feel that in a perfect society, there would be no need for government intervention, because human desire for self-improvement would create the best distribution of resources. But of course, I am not stupid, and I do realize that there are always going to be imperfections, and that these barriers would stop the distribution of such resources. That is why the government steps in. To go over on what you may or may not already know, an externality is the costs or benefits to another. That had nothing to do with their creation. With that being said, there are positive externalities and negative externalities. Positive externalities are benefits to society such as education, while negatives are costs such as pollution. Now, as a good man, I feel that negative externalities should be removed from society, while promoting positives. For example, people that are heavily involved in an activity that produces negatives, but yet do not always see the overall benefits of the positives, would not see the value of education to themselves and society as a whole. Now, I just have a few more things to go over. Pigovian taxes are taxes imposed by the government on activities that result in negative side effects. Much like I already said, people that produce negatives are taxed, and the government will fund positive externalities. One last thing is what is called the pigou effect, and yes, it is named after me. Basically, this means that, as prices fall, consumers gain an idea that they have more wealth. Consumers will spend excess money. Production will rise, and so will employment. Therefore, economic growth increases. This is known as real balance effect. The idea works best to raise output and employment during a period of deflation by allowing for a larger supply of money to be spent on the market. What? My economical senses are tingling. I must go now to the pigou mobile.